Hello, I'm Isabel with High Tech Design Safety, here to guide you through CE marking for industrial machinery. If you are looking for certification support for industrial machinery or semiconductor equipment, understanding CE marking is one of the most important parts of the compliance process. At High Tech Design Safety, we specialize in supporting industrial machinery and semiconductor equipment compliance projects with over 1,400 successful projects completed. Our process is designed to simplify the path to market while helping manufacturers navigate complex compliance requirements with confidence. Today, we are going to discuss what CE marking means for industrial machinery, why it matters, the role of directives and harmonized standards, risk assessments and technical documentation, and common challenges manufacturers face during the compliance process. Let's get started. CE marking is a declaration by the manufacturer that a product meets applicable European Union safety, health, and environmental protection requirements. For industrial machinery, CE marking demonstrates that equipment complies with the necessary European directives before being placed on the market within the European Economic Area. One important thing to understand is that CE marking is not simply a label or approval stamp. It represents the manufacturer's responsibility to ensure the equipment has been properly evaluated for compliance. This process typically includes risk assessment, technical documentation, verification activities, standards evaluation, and preparation of a declaration of conformity. For many industrial systems, compliance also involves evaluating electrical safety, machine operation, control systems, and operator interactions. Industrial machinery environments are becoming increasingly complex. Modern systems often combine electrical systems, mechanical motion, automation controls, pneumonic or hydraulic functions, and integrated operator interfaces. As machinery becomes more advanced, safety and compliance become more critical. A structured CE marking process helps manufacturers improve operator safety, reduce compliance risks, support market access, improve engineering organization, and reduce approval delays. Additionally, early compliance planning often improves communication between engineering teams, project managers, integrators, and end users. One area that often creates confusion is the relationship between directives and harmonized standards. Directives establish the essential safety and performance requirements that products must meet. Depending on the equipment type, these may include the machinery directive, the low voltage directive, the EMC directive, or other applicable directives. Harmonized standards, on the other hand, provide recognized technical methods for demonstrating compliance with those directives. Using harmonized standards helps manufacturers to simplify conformity assessment, improve engineering consistency, support documentation development, and establish clearer technical requirements. For industrial machinery, standards commonly address electrical safety, control panel verification, emergency stop systems, risk reduction methods, and machine safety considerations. Selecting the correct standards early in a project is extremely important because incorrect standard selection can lead to redesigns, delays, and unnecessary project complications. Risk assessment is one of the foundational elements of CE marking for industrial machinery. The purpose of a risk assessment is to identify potential hazards, severity of risk, probability of occurrence, and necessary risk reduction measures. This includes evaluating hazards associated with mechanical movement, electrical exposure, stored energy, maintenance access, operator interaction, and abnormal operating conditions. One of the biggest advantages of early risk assessment is that it allows manufacturers to identify issues during design phases rather than during final verification stages. That often helps reduce engineering rework, unexpected compliance costs, project delays, and certification complications. Technical documentation is another major component of CE compliance. Manufacturers are responsible for maintaining documentation that demonstrates how equipment satisfies applicable requirements. This documentation may include electrical schematics, mechanical drawings, bill of materials, risk assessments, verification records, test reports, operating manuals, and declarations of conformity. Strong documentation practices improve traceability and simplify communication between manufacturers, integrators, testing organizations, and regulatory authorities. In many projects, incomplete documentation becomes one of the biggest causes of certification delays. Many manufacturers encounter similar issues during the CE marking process. One of the most common challenges is incomplete documentation. Missing records or outdated engineering information can significantly slow compliance efforts. Another issue is performing risk assessments too late in the project lifecycle. When hazards are identified during final verification stages, redesigns become much more expensive and time-consuming. Incorrect standard selection is another frequent challenge. Applying the wrong standards can create unnecessary engineering rework and confusion during verification activities. Finally, poor coordination between teams can create communication gaps that delay project timelines and increase compliance complexity. Manufacturers can improve compliance efficiency by implementing a structured process early in the project lifecycle. This includes starting compliance activities early, maintaining organized documentation, selecting applicable harmonized standards, coordinating engineering teams effectively, and working with experienced compliance support partners like us at HTDS Design Safety. Taking a proactive approach often leads to smoother certification timelines and improved project organization. At HTDS Design Safety, we support manufacturers through the compliance process. Our services help companies navigate CE marking preparation, risk assessment support, technical documentation development, verification coordination, industrial machinery compliance strategy, and semiconductor equipment considerations. Our goal is to simplify the path to market while helping manufacturers improve efficiency, organization, and long-term compliance readiness. CE marking for industrial machinery involves much more than simply applying a label to equipment. Successful compliance requires structured engineering processes, thorough risk assessment, accurate technical documentation, proper standard selection, and strong coordination throughout the project lifecycle. As industrial systems continue to become more advanced and interconnected, having a clear compliance strategy becomes increasingly important. Thank you for watching this presentation from HTDS Design Safety. If you would like support for your industrial machinery or semiconductor equipment compliance project, please contact us at hightechdesignSafety.com/getaquote or using the link in the description of this video. And please like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Thank you.